And here we are again during another stream. We have so many lovely people already tuning in. But of course, hello to everyone currently checking out this live stream with me, Aurelius the Butler. Your butler, of course. So, I think it might be a good time to do some shout-outs to all you lovely folks out there who are currently tuning in. I see quite a few people here. Thalicia, Nova, Slasher. Oh my, that's strange. Looks like it's not showing me on stream. Here we go. Thank you for pointing that out. Suddenly turned invisible, did I? Just call me the Invisible Man. Alright, sorry about that. Technical issues abound, it seems, anytime I'm trying to stream. Side effects of the shortcuts? I have no idea what you're talking about. To move swiftly on, of course. Again, technical issues. How are you all, you lovely folks? And hello again to you too, Thalicia. Amen Fasusu, feeling tired doing homework all week and you're exhausted? Oh, bless you. I don't envy you one bit. Certainly don't envy you at all. Nevertheless, I hope you're able to get through all of that homework and then hopefully, at least, fingers crossed by the weekends, you'll be able to relax and have fun. Here's hoping. Nice Team Fortress 2 reference there, Slasher, about the certain smoking mercenary Frenchman wondering where his watch went. Surprise. And hello to you, Lone Wanderer Colin. Glad to know that you're doing okay. Oh, and it's also lovely to know that it's good to hear from me. It's good to hear from you too. From all of you. Ah, enjoying a lemon muffin, bit of tea, lovely combo. Good to hear about that, Slasher. And oh, doing a bit of writing in the Discord? Oh, what could you be writing about? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nova. All of the photos on your phone they're all gone? There's no digital backup, so you can't save the, well, you know, transfer the data from the SD card? Nothing like that? And it will be tomorrow and Friday, eh, Thalicia? Got any plans for tomorrow and Friday? Anything interesting coming up? Oh, good opportunity to remind everyone. Hydrate. Ah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nova. I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, I'd strongly recommend, I'm sure you'll probably be getting a new phone, I'd strongly recommend looking into digital backups and whatnot. And, well, if there's a way to get those, you know, future photos transferred to the cloud, it might be worth looking into as well. Darn, I thought no one would bring up the Vimto tax. All right, there, you get a portion of my beloved drinks. Lucky me, I managed to go out and buy some from the shops recently, right before. Oh, of course, Nova, you can have as much Vimto you'd like. rebraiding your hair, eh, Felicia? I'm sure you're going to look ever so dashing. Personally, I can't imagine myself having hair braided. I think on me it would look silly, but for other people like yourself, I'm sure you'll, how they say, rock the look? Is that what they still say these days? I'm not 100% sure. I've only heard such slang. Point remains, point remains. Pardon me. Of course, as the title states here, mental health checkpoint today. So essentially today we're just going to try and lean back a bit from all the content, you know, the usual content that we're getting up to these days, but hopefully we'll be leaning more back into those later down the line. I thought it'd be nice to mix things up with just a sort of relaxing atmosphere. No gimmicks, no grand plans, just being able to enjoy one another's companies and maybe ask a few questions around, get a bit of a chat going, things like that, things like that. Battering on about your birthday, Slasher. Is your birthday soon? I'm sorry that they're, well, being a bit of a nuisance about it, but clearly they must at least care enough to keep asking about it. Can we braid your hair, Reddy? Oh, no. I swear... I swear if you all looked at me with the puppy dog eyes, I'd have no choice but to say, all right, you can braid my hair. Well, Slasher, when it is your birthday, be sure to let us know in the Discord server, and I'm sure we'll all be happy to let you know that, well, you know, we'd want to wish you a happy birthday, and I certainly hope that it all goes smoothly. Being a Nebula mage hurts sometimes, eh, Emin Fasusu? I'm surprised I'm able to actually pronounce your name in one go. Usually I stumble across these sorts of usernames from time to time. Still, even a Nebula mage tends to, well, not tends to, but needs to relax and look after oneself. Hello to you, Dragonstar, Sidera. Oh, you're all starting to give the puppy dog eyes. Oh. At this rate, I'm increasingly persuaded to plop myself down and let you all have a turn at braiding my hair, but don't be surprised if I stare in shock at the final results. Yes, I agree, Felicia. Different hairstyles and whatnot is not a bad thing at all. I mean, sometimes when I'm wearing my regal finery, as I like to call it at least, people think, oh wow, you look like a prince, and I go, thank you. Well, not exactly what you'd call a prince, I'm a butler in these clothes, but still, with those lovely clothes that I wear, I often put my hair in a bit of a bun, because, well, that's how I had my hair when I first arrived on all of your doorsteps in the mansion and asked if I could be your butler, if you all remember that. Oh, it's difficult to get you gifts, Slasher. I understand if you rarely ask for stuff, but even then, surely there might be something you might like, even if it's just a little knick-knack, like... Well, I know you like Pokemon, for instance, like a little... What are those little figurines called? Amiibos, I believe? Use those for your Nintendo Switch 2. Even then, you know, no pressure, me throwing ideas for gifts at you. And me, the Disney princess, eh, Slasher? What, do I have the hair for it? I didn't think I don't think there are many Disney princesses who are quite as bulky as me. Oh, you think I look cute with my hair in a bun, Felicia? Oh, no, I don't look cute, no, but that's very flattering of you to say. Thank you. Oh, no, Nova, don't egg everyone on. No, sure, as we know, I do wear my hair in a bun when I'm in my other clothing, but still, no, it doesn't make me look cute, no. Jealous of my hair? Well, I'm afraid I can't hand it over, but I can give some solid advice, and that's to comb and use plenty of conditioner. Lots of combing, lots of conditioner. I mean, where I came from, there wasn't really such a thing as conditioner, but when I discovered that was a thing in this wonderful place, crikey, I was all over it. I just love conditioner. Apple-scented conditioner especially is so lovely. What a way to start the day than smelling that. Oh, Louisa from Encanto. You know, funnily enough, just as I was saying all that, that was the first character that popped into my head. Because I haven't seen Encanto in a very long time. That, and also I forgot her name, and the movie's name. Not a bad movie, don't get me wrong, not a bad movie, it's just... I suppose it's just because of the fact that I've watched it once, but never re-watched it in a sense. Oh, Felicia, that's just how I am. I'm a bit bashful when it comes to compliments, you see. The hair care products sections and shops shudder when I arrive, Slasher. If anything, I'm sure they're probably shaking with giddiness, knowing that, oh, I'm here for another half a dozen bottles of conditioner. Keep the change. You think I'm the cutest person ever, Felicia? No, am I blushing? Tell me I'm not blushing. No, I'm not the cutest ever. I think you're all cuter than me. I think you're all adorable in comparison. I'm the guy math problems warned us about, hey, Slasher? Aurelius walked into the shop and bought 12 bottles of apple conditioner, 3 bottles of raspberry conditioner, and 16 bottles of blueberry conditioner. Unfortunately, he misplaced 2 of those bottles of the apple conditioner, and one of the raspberry conditioner bottles was returned because it was burst. How many bottles did Aurelius the butler purchase? Good luck piecing that together. I already lost track of it myself. You need to see me. Emin Fassel Su. I almost had it the first time and then, but I stumbled. I help you a lot, eh? Well, I'm glad to know. I'm glad to know that I do indeed help you a lot. I certainly hope that I continue helping you, especially with whenever I'm around, on streams or otherwise. And you, oh, Felicia, you know how to make this butler ever so bashful with your compliments, you know that? Blushing me on screen. Maybe I should make that a setting, just quickly put a little filter on and put the blush effect on me. Oh, if you end up drawing that, Nova, you know that's going to get a grin out of me. Once again, as always, this is a quick reminder to everyone listening that, as always, please let whoever you might know might be interested in relaxing ASMR content, streams, videos, shorts, or otherwise. Please do consider popping them a video or a short or a playlist their way, or even a stream too. What I would love to do by the end of this month, let's say, I would love to see even just one new person, or maybe two new people, jumping into streams and checking them out, or even different accounts dropping comments and whatnot. I would love to see more of that if possible, even just one. That would put a smile on my face. So, again, please do, if you can, everyone, please do share whatever content you love around, and, I feel like those YouTubers who go, oh, please, like, comment, and subscribe, and or maybe I'm supposed to say you have to smash that like button. Like, oh, well, I better go get my hammer for that. But still, my point remains, of course, that I certainly hope that everyone continues to enjoy the content, and if possible, to share it around wherever, just to let people know that, yes, there's so much cool stuff on JTV ASMR, including me. If you all think I'm cool, that is. I'm not sure if that's exactly a word I would use to describe myself, personally. I'm just a butler. I'm not some daredevil, rock-climbing, bad guy fighting super hero or something. Not easily flustered, are you, Amen Fasusu? Oh, I don't deliberately try to fluster people, but sometimes they challenge me in any case. Sometimes they try and say, go on, try. And then other times I'm just being myself, and that seems to fluster people. Totally fine if you're not going to chat much chat slasher. I hope with whatever you're writing, I hope it all goes smoothly. I hope you have a lovely time with it. I think writing is ever so fun to do. It's a fun little side activity. I used to do a little bit of writing myself, a little bit of poetry, but unfortunately I can't seem to find my creations anymore. I did it when I was younger, but unfortunately I was caught, and that got a very bad reception, let's just say. But I did it as well once I moved into the mansion, came here with you lovely listeners. But again, I seem to have misplaced those. I wonder where they must have gone. Oh, we'll see. Oh, Felicia, Nova, thank you for calling me the coolest butler ever. Thank you, both of you. And, well, again, this is what I would call ASMR live streaming, Felicia. I tried to make sure that, the tone is nice and chilled, and the music's relaxing, and, of course, when I'm talking, that I'm nice and comforting with my words, and also just ensuring that my tone is at a nominal volume. Not blowing everyone's ears out with, oh, look at me, I'm going to play a game with shooty bang bang explosions and stuff, things like that. And, writing for the JTV ASMR Discord channels. Very curious to see what you've got to cook up, Slasher. Very curious indeed. It's funny, I've never seen any fan creations, you could say, of anything on the writing side. Plenty of fan art, which has been ever so flattering, but no writing. So maybe you could be the first in that regard, Slasher. You could very well be the first. Exciting thought. But no pressure, obviously, no pressure. By all means, cook away. And yes, Thalicia, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I suppose it's because I don't traditionally try to do streams where, the kind of usual sort of ASMR bits of content you might consider, like whispering things quietly, or sound effects, or stuff like those. I try to avoid those sorts of things whenever I'm doing live streams. I'd like to keep things interactive this way. That, and also, what would you all really like? Would you like me here on a microphone speaking with you all, or would you like to hear me rustling crisp packets and rubbing lotion on my hands next to the microphone and hoping you all get tingles that way? For 2 hours live. It's a bit of a challenge, and I don't think it would really have much of a payoff, to be honest. Compared to directly chatting with you all. I've got a question to ask you all. Now, of course, this being a mental health checkpoint, I want to ask a positive question, something to get your imaginations going. Let's say you get to go anywhere in the world, anywhere at all, absolutely anywhere, and the weather's perfect, and all that, expenses paid, etc. Now, if you could go anywhere in the world to relax, somewhere to relax, and again, like the weather is fine, it's how you like it. There's either not a lot of people, so you can relax that way, or maybe you're with someone. Either way, where would you go? Where is the place that you would go to relax if you could go anywhere at all? A stream of me eating? I don't know about that, Slasher. I don't think anyone would want to hear me leaning towards the microphone going... I think people would get put off by it more than anything. But again, if you lovely folks could go anywhere at all, anywhere in the world, to relax, where would it be? Under perfect conditions. No holds barred. Thalicia, maybe at the beach? Yes, good choice, good choice. Hearing the sounds of the waves just brushing away against the sand. I think it's a lovely sound. To fall asleep on that on the beach would be bliss. Either Denmark, Japan, or the old ruins of Whitby, Slasher? I like the sounds of those. Lone Wanderer Colin. I would probably go to Arizona or Nevada to relax. Quite hot climates over there, I'm sure, but I'm sure that I'm sure that you'd probably have a lovely time in the right company in the right place, though. Did that get your attention, Nova? Me just making nom sounds after Slasher suggested eating on stream. Again, I don't think anyone wants to hear that. No one wants to hear me chomping away. That would be unpleasant. And for Susu, the Galapagos. Interesting idea. Anywhere in particular exactly? Any mountain ranges, fields, urban areas, maybe more desolate areas? Oh, I wouldn't do anything like that, Slasher, even if you are all tasty little treats in your own way. Num 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 num. No, of course not. I would instead consume you with hugs and blankets, with big cuddles. That's the sort of consuming I would do. My arms would be like the mouth of a mighty, mighty creature. I'd cuddle you all so closely. Me invited along to the beach with you, Felicia. I'd be happy to. I would be more than happy to. I would love to go to the beach more often, really. And I suppose with spring already here and summer right round the corner, no perfect time. I agree, Nova. I agree. Cuddles and kisses much better. Those are the sounds I make when I'm giving cuddles, especially. As for me, places to relax, I like large gardens, near, especially with fountains, much like the mansion. A well-tended garden with a fountain nearby is always a plus, or a pond. Maybe somewhere in the woods, or near a park. Anywhere with a bit of greenery, around nature, outside. Those are always lovely. And sometimes a good hotel, a good quality hotel room, after a bit of out and about mucking about, you could say. When you get back to the hotel room, sometimes it's just so blissful just to plop oneself onto the bed and chill, relax, maybe enjoy the sights, but ultimately just mellow out. Quiet dark forest. Interesting idea, Nova. But I do agree, though. I think sometimes having a stroll at night through forest and forested areas can be quite nice. Of course, safety first and all that. Love kisses, do you, Talisha? And head pats and cuddles, Emin Fususu? I'd give you all head pats on command. All get a pat, and kisses to all of you as well. Mwah. All of you get kisses. Talisha, maybe for you the Zen Garden. Oh, that's an excellent idea. I would love to go to a Zen Garden sometime. You'd love to go to Rivendell, Dragonstar, Sidera? Personally, I've never been, but, Oh, wait, Rivendell is, Is that from Lord of the Rings, or is that, yes. Ah, yes, of course. The world of the elves, or well, not world, but, the kind of, the place where the elves come from. That would be luscious and lovely, although the settlements where the hobbits live, that'd be very nice too. The houses would be far too small for someone of my stature, but point remains. Somewhere in Middle-earth, away from, well, away from places like Isengard and, Mordor and whatnot. One does not simply relax in areas near Mordor. Oh, you live near an old castle, do you, Slasher? Great for exploration. I agree there, and I think that would be quite a relaxing time, really, being able to check out old, ancient history hopefully without too much riffraff going on in the meantime. You'd like to go to abandoned temples, Greek temples, places like that, Nova? Or just abandoned buildings? Yes, of course, safety first. So long as they're actually, confirmed to be safe. I suppose those sorts of desolate locations. You know the old saying that silence speaks volumes. Sometimes just like a once used sort of place for whatever reasons, for whatever purposes, just bathed in silence, they make for a fascinating exploration. Makes you just kind of get lost in thought, walking around going, what was going on here? Why did it close down? Or what was, or cleared out, or whatever? What was the significance of this place? I think sometimes we do need a bit of time to ourselves. Good to look after our own headspaces, and that can require just a bit of time to ourselves to keep a check on our minds, ensure that things are all right. You'd like to travel to a Shaolin temple and Tibetan temple, Felicia. Intriguing ideas, actually. I suppose with Shaolin temples, all of the Shaolin monks there are all practicing martial arts and whatnot, and things like that. I'm sure you'd most certainly find them to be a quiet place, when they're not exercising, of course. And a Tibetan temple? I wouldn't say no to that. I'd be more than excited to explore those and chill out in those sort of areas. Yeah, totally get where you're coming from, Nova. Totally get that. It's good to be able to let our thoughts wander. And then, I suppose without so many kind of external distractions, good time for reflection. And yes, exactly. Wandering halls of, for instance, abandoned Greek temples, for instance. Just trying to put yourself in the shoes of those people who revered and worshipped the gods of ancient times. All those people from hundreds upon thousands of years ago. Such a fascinating thought exercise. Sandals, Dragon Star, Sidera? Strolling around these places in sandals, perhaps? I mean, it'd be a bit more comforting, I'm sure, for the feet, so long as the ground's not too bumpy and uncomfortable. First part done, Slasher. That was fast. Didn't expect it. Didn't expect you to be so quick with your writing. I see, Nova. You're a Hellpole, a believer in Greek gods, and you'd love to visit fully restored temples. It's a very interesting little piece of information about yourself. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, a fully restored temple would be so fascinating. Anything to do with history, I love being able to explore more about just anything historical, really. Anything of historical significance or educational in that regard. And yes, clearly, Slasher, clearly locked in when it comes to writing. Well done. Of course, remember to hydrate, and that goes for all of you too. Remember to take a break and hydrate where possible. This is a mental health checkpoint. You'd explore India, the Koreas, and Indonesia, eh, Felicia? Interesting ideas indeed. Very interesting ideas. What sorts of fantastic adventures await in the eastern parts of the world? One can only imagine. Let me just do a big stretch. Oh, lucky for you, Nova. I've got spare Vimto bottles. And to think I was looking at my stash of drinks thinking, oh, is this going to be enough for the stream? But quickly I thought, no, I definitely need more. Good to plan in advance, after all. I'd like to see you try and get to my whole stash of drinks, Nova. I'd like to see all of you try. Just to see you falter and fail in the end, while I enjoy myself all the Vimto I'd like. But then again, I would gladly share with all of you if you asked nicely, which you always do anyways. This is definitely my go-to drink if I want to cheer myself up. What about all of you? Do you have any drinks you like to turn to that help pep you all up? Trying to team up to get my Vimto, eh? And a certain jester that would help you on your mission, Nova. Don't tell me it's that little fellow that I swear I thought I saw trying to shuffle around and pinch my groceries not too long ago. No, surely not. That's probably just me seeing things. And again, I have heard increasingly strange stories. Oh, I'm not going to let you get my Vimto. I'll hug you all to stop you. Hello to you, jelly beans. We've just been enjoying each other's company and chatting and relaxing all the while. It's a mental health checkpoint, so we're all focusing on just a bit of back and forth chit-chat. And the water for you, Thalicia. I think bottles of water placed in the fridge are always a good idea, because that way you can just get much colder drinks this way, much colder than from the tap. Slasher enjoying tea, J2O, or hot chocolate. I am quite partial to a sweet treat J2O whenever I stick my nose into a pub. Sometimes I like to sample those. Get a few strange looks from the staff, but point remains, of course, point remains. Is that a threat, Dragonstar asks? Maybe. Maybe my hugs are a threat in the most comforting, relaxing, anti-Vimto-stealing way. Your fourth weakness, Emin Fasusu. You can't escape my great big hugs. None of you can, especially if you're going to be trying to go for my drinks. Yes, Dragonstar. J2O. It's, J2O is a certain brand of drink. It's a sugary, sweet sort of drink that you get in little glass bottles and you crack it open with a bottle opener. They serve them usually in pubs and whatnot, a non-alcoholic beverage, in other words, and also a non-fizzy beverage. But you can also get them in British shops, etc. Is Nova going to be brave enough to try and go for my drink stash, my delicious blackcurrant drinks? I don't blame you for thinking it was a typo, Dragonstar, but it is indeed a thing. It is indeed a certain brand of drink. Again, this is not an advertisement, as you obviously all know. Nova, you can't sneak by me to get my drinks. I'll be trapping you within my mighty hugging arms. Hello to you, Arctic Fox. Welcome to the stream. We're enjoying ourselves a mental health checkpoint. Enjoying some relaxing little chit-chats and tomfoolery, it also seems. Very, very silly people here in the chat, but I always love the silly ones. Oh, you might have gotten me this time, Nova. I'm in your hug and you've secured the Vimto. I'll stop you next time. And a big wave once again, Jelly Beans. A big wave to you. Can you hear the stream loud and clear? Is everything well on your end? And same to you too as well, Arctic Fox. Is everything well on your end as well? Excellent, excellent to hear, Jelly. Got lucky this time, Nova, but my drinks are not so easily departed from myself, I shall remind you. Oh, thank you, Jelly. Oh, what is it with you lovely people today? You're all trying to make me blush with compliments. Oh, no. Calling my voice velvety. Oh, you... making me blush on stream, though. And yes, beware of my hugs, just in case any of you are trying to pinch my beloved drinky poos, as you so tend to do on these streams. And excellent, excellent. Good to hear, Arctic Fox. Good to know the stream is working quite well. If you'd like to join in the conversation about any sorts of locations in the world where you would love to relax in, anywhere at all, you know, perfect weather, perfect conditions, money's not an issue. If you could go to anywhere to relax, where would it be? And I see that... Yes, I see, the Slasher has been busy with the writing and posted some writing in, JTV ASMR. In the Discord server. Should I read this out loud, maybe? Should I do a live reading? Always wanted to visit Japan, eh, Jelly? I've heard it's quite popular with tourists. Seems like such a fascinating place, so vastly different from Western countries in so many ways. Especially those areas with all the bright neon lighting, vending machines in every corner. Oh, looks like you're all excited for me to read out this story of Slasher, and even got Slasher's blessing too. Well, it is the first part, but since everyone is so keen to hear me read it aloud, let's give it a try. Here it is then. So this is part 1 of Slasher's story, written here in the JTV ASMR server. JTV ASMR, a normal day. 7:17 a.m., Monday, the old mansion. That's where all of you live, with me as your butler, of course. Aurelius, that's me, walked down the hallway, humming as he pushes the breakfast cart that carried his beloved's dearly made breakfast. You're all my beloved, of course. Knocking on the door to announce his presence. "Oh, beloved," Aurelius called out with a loving tone. "Are you awake? Are you awake? I'm giving you a treat. Breakfast in bed." "Yeah," a sleepy voice could be heard beyond the door. Aurelius opened the door, walking in with the cart, seeing his beloved still yawning from their bed. "Oh, good morning, beloved." Aurelius took the cart towards his beloved, sitting on the bed and giving them a soothing kiss on their head. "Mwah! I have made you some pancakes with golden syrup and a nice warm cup of tea. Enjoy it while I brush your hair." "Thank you." They could only yawn as they sipped their tea, better yet, and start to eat the pancakes. "Now, beloved, the schedule for this week." Aurelius brushed their hair, wanting to make it neat as possible. "You have a few jobs to do this week, and you got a message from this Grimwald fellow? Oh, I don't know, something about a delivery due today." Grimwald? They sipped their tea. "Grimwald? I don't Oh, shoot, Grim! I forgot that was today." Aurelius watched as beloved scrambled out of bed, quickly changing into a work uniform. "Oh, beloved, it's all right, slow down." Aurelius tried to calm his beloved down. "Yeah, sorry, really." They got fully dressed, giving Aurelius a kiss on the cheek, his cheek, then running away to leave for work. "Okay, love you, bye." Aurelius could only blush, then chuckle, as he started to clean up after his after his dearest beloved. I was combining two words in one. They ran through the city, seeing ahead their place of employment, a towering building with a recognizable name written at the top, Grim Inc. "Boss!" They let out a sigh of exhaust as they ran into the boss's room. "Hey, my star employee, what's the rush?" Grimwald immediately took note of their panting demeanor. "Hey, boss man." As they tried to catch their breath, a clawed hand firmly gripped their shoulder. Ooh, cliffhanger. That was a fun read. That was a very fun read indeed. Well done, Slasher. And well, according to Slasher's story, working at Grim Inc., I believe I went there once myself for a bit of a request to acquire something. The owner is a bit of a strange gentleman, very tall, muscular. I'd say more muscular than me. Even pointier teeth than me, but he has these strange blue with blue eyes. I can't tell if they're contact lenses. And his nails are also very pointy, almost like talons. And I swear to you, I swear that his tongue was blue. I'm not sure if that was a designer thing. Maybe he had some blue dye in a drink. Well, that would be a bit silly. Or maybe he had one of those jawbreakers that paints your tongue blue. Which is not as silly, but a bit strange for a businessman. Either way. It was indeed a good story, wasn't it, Alicia? Definitely amazing, Nova. I'm happy to know that everyone's enjoying it too. It really was a fantastic story so far. I really loved it. And thank you, Nova. I'm glad to know that I did a good job with the narrations. You know, pardon my little slip-ups here and there. But yes, let's all give Slasher a round of applause. Well done, well done. And a blue raspberry slushy. Maybe that Mr. Grimwald fellow drinks a few too many of those. I don't know. If he's listening to the stream right now, sir, I'm only being facetious, of course. I'm not trying to mock your looks. I think you're a very interesting fellow with a very nice style of presenting yourself, and snappy dresser too. There we go. Claps all around for you, Slasher. Well done. So it's going to be interesting to see part 2 of this story. Oh, we're making her blush. Let's all tease her because we're making her blush. Nah, I'm joking. Of course I'm joking, but still. Lemon slushy emen fasusu. I mean, bringing that up, that does sound quite delectable. But would that make my tongue yellow? I suppose it depends on what ingredients they put in. You think Grimwald, Mr. Grimwald, is a teddy bear jelly? Are you sure? Certainly doesn't look like a teddy bear to me. Then again, I've not really spoken to him much. He did try to offer me a job placement at his company, but I made clear that I am a servant, I am a butler, I am already employed, happily employed, which he was completely understandable and respectful about, of course, so... Still, I can't comment. I don't know his personality personally, so... I mean, if he is teddy bear personality under that scary sort of appearance of his is quite... imposing, I think, is probably the better word. Imposing appearance. He's cuddly as a teddy bear. Guess the old saying is true that you can't judge a book by its cover, eh? Good to know that he's a lovely fellow. I wouldn't have known. I really wouldn't have known. I would have thought he would be quite, you know, quite a professional sort of fellow, quite reserved, but good to know that he's a good guy all along. I do think there are lots of good people out there, even some people who perhaps appear to be a bit imposing, a bit frightening. I do think there are people out there who are good people. And sometimes we just need to give those people an opportunity. Oh, so have you all had drinks before that turned your tongues different colors? Well, clearly it happened with Emen Fasusu here. That must be fun to start showing off. I'm sure children probably still do that too as well. Like young kids and teenagers like to show off their multicolored tongues after having slushies and sweets. Have this Grimwald fella on as a guest to Dragonstar? Well, I'm not sure if he'd be the kind of person to do live streams. I always thought he was quite a reserved sort of fellow. But you never know, you never know. Next part of your story's done. Slasher, shall I continue with reading your story aloud? Better yet, shall I continue reading Slasher's story? Yes, Nova. Tongs, as in tongs in your mouth, not metal tongs to pick up objects, but people drinking slushies and having sweets, and their tongs get turned different colours. Fair point, Felicia. Slushies, nothing particularly healthy about slushies anyway, and they're quite sugar-packed. But even then, as adults, doesn't mean that we can't enjoy maybe a sweet treat now and again. Well, Slasher's okay with me continuing reading her story. What about all of you lot? Would you like to hear more from Slasher's story? Shall I continue narrating some more on this live stream? Well, Felicia's definitely eager. How about the rest of you? Would you like to hear more? But oh, just hit 10 concurrent viewers. Excellent, excellent. Oh, the yeses have it, the yeses have it. All right, so let's read more here. JTV ASMR A Normal Day Part 2. Hey, hey, hey! Grimwald calmly gestured to the nearby sofa. How about we take a seat? You sound like you went on a run round the whole city? Well, I did. They plopped themselves, they being, of course, this beloved, that as I refer to this person as. They plopped themselves onto the soft leather sofa, trying to catch their breath. I had to run here. Didn't want to be late, that's all. Well, well, my star employee. Grimwald couldn't help but laugh at their constant devotion. You are very dedicated, but you must remember, take breaks here and then. I know, boss. As they finally caught their breath, they finally remembered what they had to deliver that day. Oh, hey, what do I have to take again? Oh, just some weird items some customers ordered. Grimwald took a seat next to his star employee, wrapping an arm around them, pulling out his phone to show them something. Now, I'm hoping we can have dinner again. Where are you thinking? Dang, you're quite the glutton, they teased him. I'm surprised they haven't put wanted posters out. Watch out for the blue glutton man, he'll eat your business. My star employee, you know I love a nice meal. Grimwald laughed as he finds the teasing entertaining. But come on, dinner with you was quite the treat. Oh, boss. They blushed as Grimwald pulled them in for a sweet side hug. Aw, it's making me smile, that. 11:09, Coffee Lounge. Dub entered the coffee shop, trying to be seen as not suspicious despite being dressed up like a dystopia main character. Wait, is this the same Dub fellow that I heard about? The one that I bumped into a while ago? The green-eyed fellow? The wispy green-haired fellow? I think it must be. Anyway, let me continue. So, as they looked around the coffee shop, only to see an old friend ordering at the counter. Oh, hey, buddy. Dub felt his heart swell seeing his best bud. Hey, what brings you here? Oh, hey, Dub. I'm just ordering something to drink. They looked at the cliché menu, yet expensive in some aspects. Hey, How about I get you something? Oh, you sure? Dub was caught off guard. I'm not too sure, buddy. Maybe I guess, but I insist. They already ordered him a non-caffeinated sweet drink. Seriously, just enjoy the generosity, Dubby. Oh, I'm sorry. Dub got sheepish. So that's part 2 of Slash's wonderful average day at JTV ASMR story. I love this so far. Do you love it, folks? I certainly do. And on top of that, I'm learning more about these clearly lovely people. I didn't know this Grimwald fellow was such a side hugger of a boss, and a supportive one too. Or, well, I suspected that Dub fellow was a bit on the sheepish side. Bless his heart. Let's keep giving the praise for Slasher. More praise for Slasher. Lots and lots of praise. I definitely agree there, Eben Fasusu. Slasher did indeed make a masterpiece of a story so far. Keep at it, Slasher. By all means, keep at it. You've got a knack for this. Oh, hello to you, Manchick, you. Is everything okay? Welcome to the live stream, a mental health checkpoint. We're enjoying one another's companies, chilling and chatting. And of course making sure all of our headspaces are in a good place. But just as a reminder to you all, of course, just remember, if your headspace is not well, or if you're not in a good kind of place right now, it's okay to accept that. It's okay to admit to yourself, I'm not feeling well in the head right now. That's okay. That's a strength. It's not a weakness to kind of confront these things. It's always good to be able to reflect on these things and be able to acknowledge when things are tough and maybe might need a bit of help. Just as a bit of a reminder to you all. I mean, of course, some of us might be saying, yes, Aurelius, we know that, you silly old fool. But then again, some people might be thinking, well, that's the kind of reassurance I am been needing to hear. Thank you. Oh, bless you, Manchick. Hope you feel a bit more energized soon, but it's good to know that you're feeling fine. And hello again to you. Hello, I see you. Oh, bless you, Nova. I understand with the whole phone incident getting you down, but it's good to know the stream is cheering you up a bit. That's what I love to know. Love to know that these sorts of streams are doing good. That's what I want to do. I want to put smiles on faces and hug everyone. Wish I could do the second part, but of course I can't. But but I'm hugging in spirit, as they say. Precisely, Thalicia. We're all great friends here. Always welcoming to everyone. Big hugs to you as well, Jelly, by the way. To all of you. Yes, and stealing my Vimto lifted your mood, eh, Nova? You're clearly too talented at this. Your cheeky shenanigans. My hug would melt you like sugar one day. Emin Fususu? Not that you'd mind. Bless you. I'd give all of you such a big, big hug, and if you melted in my arms, I'd scoop you up and give you even more hugs. I'm glad to know Nova's offering a bit of mercy from trying to swipe up my beloved drinks. Already too quick for me, clearly. And a peace out logo to you too, Dragonstar. Love and peace. Love and peace. That's a Trigun reference. Has anyone seen Trigun? Very good show. Very fun show. Haven't seen the new version, but I did see the old version because I was quite interested by it, and that fellow kind of reminded me a bit of you know, the Vash the Stampede character. Reminded me a bit of Dub, that green-haired, green-eyed fellow that I bumped into before. Similar sort of demeanor, similar dress code actually. Anyhow, I'm just going to step away briefly, everyone. So I'll be back in a moment. Won't be too long, and of course we can continue with our mental health checkpoint. Emin Vasuzus lied when you said you don't get easily flustered because I'm too precious. No, I'm not too precious. You're precious. You're all precious. If I could, I would boop all of your noses. Little boop with my gloved fingers. Boop. Just to see how many of you would blush and smile. Okie dokie then. Like I said, I'll be back in a moment, everyone, so back soon, and no setting fires, Slasher and Nova. No setting any fires. I shall keep my eye out for any fires. No arson. No, that's a naughty thing. No fires at the mental health checkpoint. We have sprinklers attached everywhere. Hee. You can't see. Oh no, they're starting it again. Right, good opportunity to step away. Be sure to bring in the fire extinguisher, fire engine emojis, everyone. Back soon. There we are. I have arrived again. Now we can continue. Let's see. Yes, glad to know that people have been putting out the fire in the live chat. Why did you bring dragons that breathe in fire into the chat too? I swear you lot are such a wacky bunch indeed. And how did you make your own matches, Nova? Well, then again, maybe I shouldn't ask. It's probably that little jester fellow causing mischief around everywhere that I've heard so much about from people. But in any case, I'm back. That's what matters. I'm back. Hello. And it looks like we've got another part of a normal day JTV ASMR fan-created story by Slasher. Poor Emin Fasusu. Aurelius sits in the back, singed and burned. As my cue to immediately walk over and pour a bucket of water over all of you. Oh, is that his name? This Pom fellow helped you? No surprise then, Nova. Well, be careful, because you never know what this little mischievous jackanope, dare I say. I apologize for such language, but yes. Might be up to next. And your black cat rolling around in pollen jelly. I really hope that no one has hay fever. Otherwise, handling that black cat of yours is going to be a bit of a problem. Such silly creatures, but still too adorable for their own good. Oh, thank you, Nova. Thank you. Glad to know that I'm back. And yes, shall I read part 3 of Slash's wonderful fan story of JTV ASMR, A Normal Day? Because it looks like everyone is certainly eager. Joke matches that explode. Well, that might be a good little counter-solution for any mischievous sorts of people. Then again, explosions might cause messes. Yes, actually, that might be a frightening thought. But yes, looks like we've got people interested, and we have Slash's blessing especially. Alright then, yes, we got more interested. Let's continue with part 3 of Slash's JTV ASMR A Normal Day's story. She has been really knocking it out of the park with this tale, and I want to know more from it. Let's give it a read. They both sat by a window seat table, both taking in the view of the busy street at the coffee shop with this Dub fellow and the lovely listener. So, you got any plans after work or tomorrow? Dub tried to sound casual instead of being awkward, which was hard for his standard. Well, not tonight. I have a long shift. They sipped their drink. But I don't have work tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow afternoon? Oh, okay. Well, Dub got excited for a moment before chilling out. Well, it's just I want to say well, if you're interested. Flip-flopping won't get to the news, Dubby. They couldn't help but giggle at Dub's constant scrabble at his words. Oh, right, Dub centered himself. Well, there's a new arcade across town, and I want to know, want to? Yes, I'm always going to say yes to you, Dub. They only sipped their drink before realizing the time. Oh, shoot, gotta go. Bye, Dub, see you tomorrow. Oh, okay, bye, buddy. Dub watched as his best buddy rushed out the coffee shop lounge, leaving him alone. 12:34 p.m. Park. Okay, so I have to put this box under this bench. They read the requirements off their phone sent by Mr. Grimwald. Odd. I swear we really need to do background checks on these customers. A giggle caught their attention. A chaotic giggle. A French chaotic giggle. Hello, Pom. They stood up to see the chaotic little fellow trying to squirt whipped cream onto their hand. Well, well, you caught me, my prank victim. Hee Apologies if my French accent isn't too, up to snuff, but bear with me. Pom giggled as he wanted to prank them, but disappointed he couldn't. Well, see those geese over there? They pointed out. They're really dumb, perfect for pranking. Oh, really? Well, well, you are my partner in crime. Pom immediately ran off to prank the geese. Come here, you bread munchers. Wait, why do you hiss, huh? Ah, don't peck me, you snake bird. Ow, ow, ow. Another point for me. They immediately strolled away to continue their tasks for today. 3 p.m. The docks. Place item in the crate, they mumbled as they finally finished their task. Now, how about... Oh, Tiberius? There we go. That's part 3 of Slash's story. This is a page-turner, I must say. Is everyone enjoying me reading out the Slash's story? Because I'm certainly enjoying it. I think we're all enjoying it, actually. I think we're all universally agreeing that this fan story of hers is a banger, as people say. Committed treason. Oh. Nice one, Eben Fassus. That's an eye-rolling pun if I ever saw one, but gotta admit you get you get a brownie point for that. And, I want to know more about this Tiberius fellow. Who could that possibly be? Someone who works at the docks, maybe, or someone maybe on a boat? I don't know. I don't know, but oh, merman. Called Tiberius. I have heard stories about a merman, or possibly mermaid around, but could this merman I've heard so much about be this Tiberius fellow? I don't know. I don't know. Then again, there could be more than one. Who knows? Yay for dad jokes indeed, Jelly. I swear. I should try to make a list of the best sorts of dad jokes and see how quickly I can make everyone cringe. Tiberius is a merman indeed. I see. Well, I'd like to know more about this Tiberius fellow. I believe named after a river in Italy, if I'm correct there. Your sister got a dad joke calendar for her birthday, Jelly. Oh, gracious. Another joke, Aben Fususu. The elephant was going on a trip. When the conductor asked me where the luggage was, the elephant said, I travel with my trunk. Boo. Boo is... Okay, here's a dad joke, as they're called. Here's one for all of you. My friend was drawing his math equations on slate. That's because there was a power outage, couldn't use computers, it was too dark to work indoors with notebooks and pencils, so he had to rely on writing all of his math equations on slate. That is until the teachers stepped outside and said, "Get off the roof." That's my favorite dad joke. Such a silly one. I'm getting some laughs. I didn't think I'd get any laughs. Glad to see that people are enjoying that one. As terrible as it is, I admit, I fully admit it's a terrible joke, but it's a good kind of terrible. I deserve that boo, Nova. Well, you'll have to throw it one joke per stream minimum, Emin Fususu. One dad joke to get us all rolling our eyes and grinning. How many minutes do we have left, Alicia? Looking at the time now, just about roughly about 25 more minutes. Of course, if I decide to wrap up the stream a little bit early, I'll let you all know. So, what's this? What do you get when you cross a skunk with a shy owl? Okay, you're gonna have to... Oh. Something that stinks but doesn't give a hoot. Boo. Oh, I've got another one, Nova. Saying, a wife says to her programmer husband, go to the supermarket and buy a loaf of bread. If they have eggs, buy a dozen. Husband returns with 12 loaves of bread. And with those ridiculous jokes, a good time to pour another drink out. Another joke. Snake joke incoming. By Heaven for Susu here. Snake 1. Are we poisonous? Snake 2. Don't think so. Why? Snake 1. I bit my lip. Oh, that's... I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. Why was the bread lazy, says Jellybean. Why was the bread lazy? Well, Nova's got another joke. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Here it is. Why was the bread lazy? Because all it did was loaf around. Oh. Shaking my head once again like, oh, why didn't I guess that? My friend is a baker. Wanted to create little gingerbread men. Not gingerbread men, no, bread. Wanted to make some bread, but in the shape of cartoon characters. Wanted to do some of The Simpsons. Unfortunately, it was undercooked. The boss said, that bread shaped as Homer Simpson is undercooked. Do you know what you have right there? And the employee responded by saying, dough! Get it? Dough, dough, dough. Nova wrote a song about a tortilla. Actually, it's more of a rap. Oh, goodness. Will these bad jokes ever end? Oh, it seems like Slasher here has finished her fan story. Didn't think we'd get an ending, but, well, here we are. What's this, another joke? How do you tell a cherry blossom from a dogwood from the bark? Oh. I think we need to wash out these eye-rolling puns and jokes out with a bit of a live reading once again of Slash's fabulous fan story of the JTV ASMR crew. What do you think, everyone? Remember, hydrate, folks, hydrate. Yes, are we all ready for the final part of Slash's fabulous average day of JTV ASMR story? Looks like everyone's ready for more. Let's do another bit of reading. The final part of part 4 of Slash's story. Oh, you knew I was here? Tiberius emerged from the water, leaning against the dock's edge. It's kinda hard not to, they giggled as they sat in front of Tiberius. Well, my land-dweller friend, what brings you here? Tiberius, curiously, was as tempting as bait on a hook. Oh, just some jobs. Anyway, how's the sea? They looked out at the calm ocean. Oh, just quiet, Tiberius sighed. Although some boats sailed back again. I got scared. Oh, it's all right, Tiberius. They patted Tiberius's head. Thank you, land dweller. Oh, that reminds me. Tiberius reached into his wet jacket, pulling out a shiny pearl. A gift for you. Oh, thanks, Tiberius. They gave him a gentle kiss on his scaly forehead. I'll cherish it. Oh, no problem, my land dweller. Tiberius blushed. His tail splashed the water, excited at the kiss. 2 a.m. Bed. Dreamweaver. Amets called out. Oh, hey, Amets. They opened their eyes, finding them in a soothing dream set by Amets. We come to converge once again. Amets sat beside his Dreamweaver. Well, I guess, they sat up, joining Amets as they both stare off into the endless sleepy dream void. A new dream. A new telling what's to come. Amets looked around the dream. It's quiet. They looked up at the sleepy void. Dark, too. A noticeable observation, my Dreamweaver. You dream deep. Amets felt a disturbance, although not for long. What? Before they knew, they awoken to find a familiar bird brain looking down at them. Well, hello, my number 1 patient. Dr. Cineric's muffled joy demeanor was a headache to some. Hello, Cineric, they grumbled as they saw they were in another random field while still in bed. What is it now? Well, you sound grumpy, Cineric obviously pointed out. It's not like you take me to random locations in the middle of the night, they sarcastically pointed out. Well, it can't be that, Cineric chuckled. Now my new treatment for you is me giving you a massage while reading you this fancy book called The Dictionary. If I ever found out what medical school you went to, they sighed, I'm going to ask them how or why they let you in. Maybe another time, my number 1 patient, Cineric proudly exclaimed. Yet this would be a regular day for all of us, it seems, from loving to weird, a regular day indeed. There we go, that's the final part of Slash's story here, an average day JTV ASMR. A fabulous fan story. Thank you so much for sharing that, Slasher. Like, all the parts, by the way, all the parts. That put a big smile in my face. I must say, you lot are so creative. How do you do it? Seriously, not only fan art, but now fan stories. How do you all pull it off? I really don't know. I guess you're just all that super creative and super clever and thoughtful. Well done. Especially to you, Slasher. A fantastic story, and it was so much fun reading that out on this stream. So much fun indeed. A wonderful addition to this mental health checkpoint. Future parts, Slasher? That'd be fun. If you ever end up making more, then of course let us know. Let us all know. God, look at that frowny face with tear on. Bless you, Slasher. If I could wrap you up in a fuzzy blanket and cuddle you closely for being so clever and amazing, I would. In fact, I'd love to do that to all of you. You as well, Felicia. Wrap you up in a blanket, all of you, and give you all a big hug. I agree, Jelly. Fuzzy blankets are wonderful. The fuzzier the better. Oh, especially if it's weighted. Yes, yes. I tell you what, sometimes it's just perfect to be able to put on something fuzzy, if it's a blanket or maybe a dressing gown or something, slip on the slippers, and just find somewhere comfy just to chill out, whether it's early in the morning or late at night, whatever it is. It's just really, really a fantastic time to kick back and relax on certain days. Sometimes the weekend, for instance. I'm glad to know that me reading your story was lovely, Slasher. Very glad to hear. Thank you. You could do with a new weighted blanket, Jelly Bean. I think it might be a good investment. Very important. I know some people like to enjoy those kind of blankets, the electric ones, the heated ones, where you can turn up the heat in them. Some people seem to enjoy those. Never tried them myself, but it's quite tempting. You have a fuzzy hoodie gown, do you, Amenfususu? That sounds so cozy. I'd love to get one, give it a try. And you love being surrounded in shark plushies and being comfy and cozy with a weighted blanket too. I certainly hope you get to experience that, Nova. That sounds like a lot of fun. That sounds brilliant. Such a brilliant experience right there. And I'm glad to know that the stream's been fun for you, Slasher. I hope that's been the case for all of you. Certainly hope so. This mental health checkpoint has been very, very, well, relaxing, and I just feel at ease, really. I just feel at ease. Good point, Felicia. Gotta be careful with the electric blankets. We don't want an accident. If you got a photo to share of the fuzzy hoodie gown with pandas, moons, and stars on it, Jelly, by all means share away in the server. Would love to see it. Feel like food in a microwave with a heated blanket. Well, at least you're not spinning around on the spot alongside. That would probably make you a bit disoriented. Oh, thank you, Talisha. Always happy to know that I'm putting a smile on your face, too. You'd like to hear more reading streams, Slasher? I wonder what I should do next. I know I've done a few reading streams of song lyrics, and that's been lots of fun. What could I do for future streams? Maybe poetry? Perhaps I might do some poetry readings. If I can find some good poems to read, then I think it might be a lot of fun to do some of those. Fuzzy and warm like a rotisserie chicken. Sounds like a good plan for the weekend for sure. Poetry stories, or more Edgar Allan Poe poems. I still have that Edgar Allan Poe book on me, actually, so could end up doing some readings of that live. For Halloween, reading from Dean Koontz. I'm not familiar with his works, but I think a quick search on the old search engine might educate me. Hope you get some yummy food, Evan Fasusu. Oh, I've got to see the shark plush in the Discord now, Nova. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that little shark. Such a cutie patootie. And love the little side eye, too. What am I going to do after this, Talisha? Well, after the stream is all done, I think I've been quite productive today, so probably not try to do too much riff-raff, you know. I think it might be a good opportunity to make sure that I'm looking after my own mental health by chilling, relaxing, then a bit of reading before bed. The life of a butler may not be glamorous, but it was the life that I, personally, feel comfortable in. I feel like I have a purpose as a butler, as all of your butlers. Well, it looks like we're getting near the end of the stream. Once again, I would like to thank all of you who have listened in. Thank you all for checking out this live stream, including those who wanted to listen and didn't really want to chip in and talk. That's absolutely fine. I'm just glad that all of you are here, and especially those who have been dropping messages and all having a good time during this mental health checkpoint. I really hope that it has been beneficial to all of your mental health. Or at least your mood. I'm looking forward to this Saturday when we're going to be having a stream then, and, let's just jog my memory. What was it about? It was going to be... yes. So, March 21st, when we have a stream then, it'll be rating your TV and movie crushes. So, I'm going to try and narrow it down, and I'll try and pull up as many pictures as possible to share on screen. Characters from TV shows, movies, animated shows, and whatnot. And then we all get to look at them and say, hey, is this character a crush? Let's see when, of course, I'll weigh in with my feedback. Oh, glad to know I'm putting smiles on faces, and hello to you, Jesselton. Glad to know that you've been enjoying the stream even while you've been blushing. Bless you. You can't hide from my hugs, though, Jesselton. You can't hide from my hugs. I'll hug you even if you're lurking. Glad to know you've all been enjoying the stream. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And yes, Delisha, I know that we did the video game crashes, but I thought we'd mix things up by doing TV and movie crashes, because I'm sure there's probably some interesting ones. Rather interesting ones out there. Oh, Dragonstar Citadel, about the Discord invite. Yes, sometimes I put out the streams and the link is the old link. Best thing to do is to check out the latest video and join through that way. And if it's the shorts that have the incorrect link, then check out like a full video. Hopefully it should be fixed, but I'll get to trying to fix those links to make sure that we're all able to join in on the Discord fun and whatnot. I want everyone to be able to have access to it, you know, every good-meaning fan. Glad to know that people are wanting to join the server too. So when you join, please do give a shout and let the moderators know if you would like any roles to show who your favorite members of JTV ASMR, and as well if you'd like a role so you'd be notified when the streams are going up. So you can you can basically just drop your requests in there, and the admins will get right around to it. Anyway, it's time for me to wrap things up for the stream. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you all, hopefully, on Saturday. Hope to see as many of you there as possible. But until then, stay safe. Please look after your mental health, and remember, you are all loved, and you are all cared for. I love you all. Mwah. A kiss to all of you. And a hug to all of you too. So stay safe, everyone. This is Aurelius signing off. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.